everybody, look, it is no secret we're all going to be stressed out at some point in time, whether it's because of work or because of a busy week at home. Whichever the case, stress can have an impact on our health. Well, today we're learning how it impacts your health and how to live a more stress-free life. Joining me now is Dr. Mary Holzer. She's a doctor of internal medicine at Lakeview Hospital. She's joining us now in our LCMC Health Wellness Lounge. Welcome, darling.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for being here and welcome. You are our first interview in this new lounge. Congratulations. I'm feeling stress-free now because this is so nice. But first I want to ask you this, right? Since you are a doctor, you know, we talk about stress a lot of times, but I want to ask you this, like, what's happening medically in our bodies when we get stressed out?
So, you know, stress can be a natural response. It's important for us to have a little bit of stress. But stress, we often think affects our mind, but it really affects our whole body. So I really, you know, tell my patients that everything is connected in your body. So whatever is going on in the mind is going to affect the rest of the body.
And it's interesting that you said that it is good to have a little bit of stress in our lives because, believe me, we all have it. Like I said, why is it good to have a little bit of stress?
So stress helps us, you know, manage difficult situations. If we're having a threat or something, you know, happens suddenly, it's good for us to have a little bit of stress to help us respond appropriately. But it's too much stress that can definitely take a toll on our bodies.
And, you know, when we get too stressed, everybody, there are definitely some things that are going to happen. Take a look at your screens, everybody. These are some of the different things that can happen. Acne is one of the common ones that I see and I hear about. How does that happen?
So, you know, like I said, stress kind of affects everything. So it can definitely affect your skin. You know, acne oftentimes is accumulation of just oil on your skin or bacteria, but also just hormone changes or, you know, feeling anxious or stressed can definitely cause you to have breakouts. And oftentimes we're not sleeping as well, maybe not taking as good care of our skin, and that can prompt it. But yeah, stress can definitely, you know, cause us to have more skin changes.
Yeah, you can also have more chronic pain and sickness. Why do we get more sick when we're stressed out?
So it lowers our immune system. So stress, like I said, affects everything. So it can lower our body's ability to respond to illness, whether it be as simple as a cold or, you know, more complicated things like pneumonia.
So true. And appetite changes as well. We're getting less hungry. What? Or maybe we're a little bit more hungry.
I was about to say you could be less hungry or more hungry. Sometimes if you're so stressed, you actually forget that you haven't eaten all day. Or we oftentimes gravitate to food. Living in a city where we have a great food culture, we enjoy our food, but sometimes when we're stressed, we really gravitate towards it.
No, it is so true. And I love that you're going to talk about now how to live a more stress-free life. One of your biggest suggestions is to have a daily routine. What should be in that daily routine?
Yeah, so, you know, it's important just kind of take care of the basics. So making sure we eat at regular times during the day. So, you know, and trying to be consistent with that each day. Taking time for our family, whether you have kids or loved ones. So making a designated time to spend with them, either, you know, outside of work. And then making time for you. So whether that be, you know, physical activity, exercise, or just time to de-stress, whatever you may enjoy that kind of makes you feel more calm. It's important to make time for you every day too.
So true. And of course, getting enough sleep, everybody. Always make sure you get your 7 to 8 hours. Come on. I'm trying to be like that too. It's easier said than done though. And you know, I know a lot of people in my life, myself included, who are like, I thrive under stress. You know, it allows me to, you know, I'm always gonna fight, never flight, right? What do you tell people like me who are like, stress actually helps me?
So I think, like we mentioned before, stress can be normal, and we need a little bit of stress in our lives. I think it's when you start to see the signs that maybe stress is really affecting you in a negative way, whether that be, like we talked about, the skin changes, or being more tired or not sleeping as well, or maybe losing those connections with your family and friends. If you're starting to see signs like that, I think it's indicative that maybe stress is just too much right now.
And it also can lead to other conditions, right? Like something with the heart health.
Yes. So, you know, stress can definitely increase your blood pressure. So whether you have high blood pressure or not, it can increase your levels. It can increase your risk for heart disease, diabetes. We know it can be a risk factor for obesity. We talked about the overeating. And then also just mood changes, anxiety, depression. It definitely can induce those things.
Listen, everybody, let's try to be stress-free. Look, it's 2023.
Yes.
Okay, Mary, thank you so much for
you so
joining
much
us,
for
doctor.
having
And look, if you
me.
all would like to contact Dr. Mary, you can by visiting Lakeview Hospital. You're seeing all of the information on your screen right there. For more information about this topic as well, you can head over to lcmchealth.org/Lakeview-Hospital. You can also follow them on social media at Lakeview Hospital, at LCMC Health as well. All right, everybody, stay right there because she just mentioned overeating. We're actually going to dive into that topic coming up after the break. Stick with us. You're watching Great Day, Louisiana.